I welcome you all yet again to another video here on Celeb Corner KE. Today, the lawyers of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya have proved a point that they have a plan, and the plan is like no other, which is the reason why the President of the Republic of Kenya has been scared and has requested that this matter should not be decided at the High Court. Now let's get down to elaborate. Allow me today, kwa sababu katika nyakati kama hizi kila mtu anafanya utafiti haswa kuelewa ni nini kinachoendelea kulingana na katiba na pia sheria za Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya. Now the High Court, kwa sasa there is a bench of an uneven number of judges that are currently listening and are waiting to make the decision in regards to the impeachment and the petitions that were filed in regards to Gachaguas impeachment. Now mkiniruhusu kidogo, Gachaguas lawyers and advocates, there are a number of them, and all of them that have been there today have proved beyond reasonable doubt that they have a plan. Kulingana na yale ambayo tumeyaona leo, I can attest that these people have a very crucial and a very well thought of and decisive plan. And the plan is to stall the justice system in benefit of the Deputy President. Why am I saying this? Kutokea asubuhi leo, since these people entered the chambers today, for the listening of the petitions that had been filed about the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, the matter that has been the bone of contention is in regards to Chief Justice Martha Koome and the Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu. They have not even started to tackle the real issue, and they are not looking forward to start tackling the real issue now. They will stall. They will drag the justice system for a very long time so that they will come up with a strategic plan that will see the president make a decision in this matter. Now, why am I saying this? Allow me to get down into the roles and the functions of the High Court in Kenya. According to our judiciary, the High Court has the High Court has unlimited original jurisdiction to determine all criminal and civil matters in regards to the Republic of Kenya. Tuweke hayo kando. The High Court also is limited in some aspect when it comes to these cases. When I look at the website of the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya on how they explain the role of the High Court, this is what they say. Now, I want you to listen and listen very carefully in regards to this. The High Court, about its mandate, jurisdiction, organization, and guiding principles of the court. The High Court discharges its mandate independently in accordance with the Constitution. Judges apply the law impartially without fear, favor, or prejudice. Now, the court is required to exercise jurisdiction conferred to it by Article 165, 3 and 6 of the Constitution, and jurisdiction as prescribed by various statutes. Now, in exercise of its judicial authority, the High Court is guided by the national values and principles set out in Article 10 of the Constitution. Now, in matters of the High Court as unlimited original jurisdiction to determine all criminal and civil matters. The court interprets the Constitution and hears cases concerning violation or and infringement of the Bill of Law. Now, about the constitution of the court. A duly constituted court comprises of the judge who presides over it, assisted by a court, assisted by a court assistant and parties to the court proceedings who may appear in person or be represented by an advocate. Now, let's leave that aside. let's head to the real matter according to the High Court in regards to the case that we have right now, the case of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Composition of special benches. The Constitution in Article 165(4) provides that if any matter is certified by the court as raising a substantial question of law, the same shall be heard by an uneven number of judges, being not less than 3, assigned by the Chief Justice in consultation with the principal judge. The number of judges will be determined by the weight of the subject matter, where the bench of the court is comprised of an uneven number of judges. The judgment of the court shall be in accordance with the opinion of the majority of the judges hearing the proceedings. Now, right now, the matter that we have is being listened at the High Court, and more so, the people that are listening to it are looking at it as a matter that involves the civil the civil law of the Republic of Kenya, which means there are a lot of things that Rigathi Gachagua's lawyers are trying to bring to the table, which is to stall the process. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua has only been in power for the last 2 years and 1 or 2 months, which makes him dispensable. Disposable. That even history will not remember him as a deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. But if he is added another 4 months, which makes him to have served as the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya for 2 years and a half, then constitutionally, Rigathi Gachagua who serves to be remembered and to be written down in history books as a reputable, a man that served his time and his term as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. A full term, I mean. It doesn't matter whether he is impeached after 2.5 years, but he is even entitled to the benefit of a retired Deputy President. Now, if you listen to what the people today representing Gachagua, akina Dr. Aminwa, akina Elisha Ongoya, Advocate Degwanjiro, Senior Counsel Paul Mwite, Advocate or Counsel Danstan Omar, all of them have proved beyond reasonable doubt that this case of Rigathi Gachagua, for them, they want to be given time to navigate through every loophole that the Constitution of Kenya provides to make sure that either they win or they lose, but they shall prolong Rigathi Gachagua's term as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why when you listen to an interview done today at the Milimani Law Court by lawyer or counsel Danstan Omar, he said that according to how this petition was listened to and how the bench was constituted by the Deputy Chief Justice Philomena Mwilu, they believe that justice will not be served at the High Court. So after the High Court makes its decision, they are planning to move to the Court of Appeal. Now, at the Court of Appeal is where appeals are always written and listened to. At the Court of Appeal, it handles appeals arising over the decisions of the High Court, Employment and Labor Relations Court, Environment and Land Court, as well as any other court or tribunal as provided for in law. The court comprises a maximum of 30 judges. That is according to the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya, which means now they shall move from the High Court, proceed to the Court of Appeal. Now, even if they fail at the Court of Appeal, they have now the Supreme Court of them all. That is the Supreme Court, the judiciary. Now, according to how we have seen the proceedings today, the High Court judges tomorrow by Satisa, they will be making a decision whether they see they are able to withstand the weight of this case, whether they themselves think they can deliver the judgment on this case. Now, once they make that ruling, then it's either they rule in favor of Gachagua or they quash away the petitions that had been filed. Now, if they do so, and these people proceeds to Court of Appeal, and Court of Appeal sees a validation in their appeals, then the case is listened at the Court of Appeal. And if it is not won at the Court of Appeal, then it moves forward to the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court is where the Chief Justice oversees the process together with the Deputy Chief Justice and the senior judges. There, they will make the decision. Remember, President William Ruto saw it all today morning, and that is why they filed a complaint at the High Court requesting this case to be transferred to the Supreme Court. And they want they said that this is a matter of urgency and the case should be determined at the High Court, at the Supreme Court. But Gachaguas lawyers want to stall the process, because if you look at it the whole day, their plan has been to try and see the validation of how this bench of judges was made without the approval or without the Chief Justice in the country to oversee it being constituted, and how the urgency of how it was made. So for them, right now, they know they can prolong this process. As you heard, and I quote from Dansan Omar, this proceeding can even take 3 years. And in those 3 years, Gachagua will continue to hold the office of the Deputy President. It doesn't matter what they say, but the Constitution will recognize him and will continue to recognize him as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Now that is their plan. This process can take so much time. Inaweza chukua muda mrefu sana, because now it has turned out to be we are contending with the Constitution, and the High Court, the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, they are determining, and the factor that makes them equal is the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya. Every handle in the Constitution must be navigated and adhered to. So I tell you, it is a long con that Gachagua lawyers are playing right now. They know they can prolong these for as long as they want. They have the best lawyers in the country. So they know the game, they know how it is played, and they have the cards to play it. They have the mind and the brains to play it. So be ready for Gachagua to continue being your deputy president for a very long time, because he ain't going anywhere if this process continues the way it is continuing. Maybe if Ruto comes with another option to tell Gachagua that yes, the impeachment should be quashed, and you should allow your lawyers should stall yet and allow the High Court or the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court to quash the impeachment. After the impeachment is quashed and destroyed and it loses its validity, then, because for me and you, we have proved to Kenyans that we cannot continue serving the Republic together, then our divorce should happen amicably, where I will offer you a retirement package and benefit of a retired deputy president. Then you can go ahead and resign and leave the office of the deputy president and allow me to swear in Kithure Kindiki, so that if you want that what you have been advocating for is the right of the people of the Republic of Kenya, then you should allow me to run the government in these terms, because there is no way that you're going to oust me as the president of the Republic of Kenya. So when you look at it in that manner, you will come into an agreement with me that this is a long game, and we are not ready for the lawyers of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. This is a very brilliant plan. And Dansan Omar spilled the beans. He said, hii kesi tunaweza chukua hata miaka 3, but we shall still remain with Gachagua as the Deputy President. Either Ruto agrees or he doesn't. All we know is that also us, we have ways on how we can stall these proceedings. Let me tell you, when you go to the High Court, Ndio maana mnasikizanga kuna kesi ambayo the case started, the listening process and the hearing and even the whole process has taken about 5 years. Why? Kwa sababu mahakama ina mambo mengine ya kudeal nayo, and so they want to use that as their strength. That's it for now. Tell me on what you think about this strategy by Gachaguas lawyers. Achia maoni yako kwenye comment section. Remember, this is Celeb Corner KE, and here we keep you updated with everything that is making headlines in and outside the country.